Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are learning effective communication and it is also called 7 Cs. What is 7 Cs or what is effective communication? That's a question which has been confusing us. So let's learn the word 7 Cs or effective communication. Someone wants to make his writing or oral message effective. That time he or she must have to follow the word 7 Cs or effective written or oral message. Let's learn that what are these and can we make our written and oral message better and effective? Yeah. So the question is in our mind that what is 7 C? So 7 C's has been starting with the word with the alphabet C. That's completeness, conciseness, clarity, correctness, consideration, courtesy, and concreteness. Let's learn each and every word clearly that what is 7 Cs and how can these old words make our writing effective. But first, we will have to go through that why do we make our writing or speaking better? I mean, a writer wants to message, if a writer wants to send his message to the reader, so he will have to follow the rules. If the speaker wants to send a message to the listener or audience, so that time he will have to follow the rules of 7 C. So now let's learn that the very first word is complete. What is the meaning of completeness? Completeness means that nothing should be left. Completeness means that when the writer wants to send a message to the reader, or when the speaker wants to send a message to the audience, that time he will have to give each and every point clearly. Means if he wants to take the response of his readers or audience, so that time he will have to fulfill all the requirements of the listeners or readers. So now these are some cautions when the senders and receivers differ in their mental filters. You know very well that when the sender wants to make his writing better, so that time he will keep something in his mind. Like what is my receiver? Who is my receiver? What kind of receiver do we have? So all these questions raised in the mind. So completeness means that bring all WH questions. Five WH questions there should be there in the mind. And when you want to convey the message to the receiver, so that time you will have to follow these three elements. Number one, bring desired result. Means every sender or receiver wants that there must be desired results. Receiver wants desired results and sender wants to give desired results. The second biggest thing is called build better goodwill. When you are not conveying your message thoroughly, when you're not conveying your message better, when you're not conveying your message, according to the order of receiver. So it means your goodwill, your reputation will not be better, in front of him. The third biggest thing is called give effective and complete information that nothing is. As I told before, that completeness means nothing is missing. If you have missed a little thing in the message, your message will not be conveyed completely. To complete it means that bring all the wish questions in the mind. That who is my receiver? What kind of things does he want? And where does he want? Why does he want? When does he want? So if he is able to give all WH questions completely, it means he has fulfilled all the requirements. So it is very necessary in business. It is very necessary when the writer wants to give information to the receiver. So that time he or she must be following all these rules. Now let's see. Here we have In a nutshell, if we discuss that what is seven C's, so these are some key points that you people will have to follow that you will be able to give a complete message. The very first thing is provide all information. How can we provide all informations when we follow WH questions? When we bring WH questions in our mind and when we give all the answers of WH questions, so it means we have fulfilled the very first requirement of provide all information. The second biggest thing is called answer all questions asked. If you are a sender and you are asked some questions by the receiver, so what would be your responsibility? It is your responsibility to give each and every answer to him. If you have kept him dark, it means that you are missing something. It means you are hiding something. So nothing should be hidden from your receiver. If you have hidden something, so it means that you are not replying all answers of him or her. And it is not a good sign in the business. It is not good sign in every business. Number third, that's also one of the biggest points. That's called give something extra when desirable. You think that he asked me just few questions, but I've got some more information about it. So it is your responsibility that give all desirable, you know, give desirable knowledge to him or her. So if you're unable to give desirable or extra knowledge to him, so it means you are not fulfilling your requirement. So what is your that must mention a time, date, day, place, people, category, product, etc. So it means, in a nutshell, if you fulfill all these requirements, so you have completed the very first thing of seven C's is complete. The very second thing is what? Yes, that's called conciseness. What is the meaning of conciseness? Conciseness means precise, means to show something. Sometimes we are very bored of listening to people. Why? Because they speak a lot, and it is not good sign. So when we give complete message, but in possible time, okay, in the previous possible sentences, so it means that's good sign. It means you are giving him or her your knowledge in very limited and you know very well that we if you people are discussing with business people, so they are too much busy. They don't have much time to discuss with you. They don't have much time to listen to your big words. So that's why what to do. You will have to make your um, yes, you will have to make your words in very short and concise. So if you are showing wordy messages, it's not this. Now let's come to see the word cautions. It saves time of both sender and receiver. Yes. If you are able to send your message with few words and complete message, which means you are saving the time. It is a good sign for you and for the receiver. Number two, it eliminates unnecessary words. It eliminates unnecessary words. You think that, well, these are unnecessary words in your writing, so you have to eliminate them. If you are not eliminating the words, it means you are actually spoiling the time for you and her. Number third, stand on important ideas. Sometimes what we do, we show stories. Say we show our background, we try to show well our words, but we don't care about the time. So that's why they show you important ideas in limited time. Fix the time. That well, if I have 5 minutes, so you will have to convey your message in 5 minutes. It means just you're just starting in 5 minutes, so it cannot be a good sign. It cannot bring good impression. Number four, don't provide unnecessary, wordy, and vague sentences. The word vague sentences, okay, means that no puzzle. Means if you are giving him or her unnecessary sentences, unnecessary words. So what do you think? Will they be impressed? No, they will not be impressed. They will run away from run away from you. So that's why concise want, concise demand. They don't bring wordy expression, vague sentences, unnecessary words. Bring all the words, okay, which are generic. I hope that you people have got this. In a nutshell, this, if we discuss, it eliminates word expressions, word means suppose. I said at this time. So what will be the right word now? The second word, in due course. In due course. Okay. The concise word is soon. The third is please find attach the list you requested. The concise sentence is the list you requested is attached. So these are some information that you know when you cannot bring word expressions, bring the sentences in concise. Okay, now let's see. Include only relevant material. Avoid unnecessary repetition. It is also, you know, one of the biggest things which is followed in concise. Okay, now include only relevant data. What is the meaning of relevant data? Stick to the purpose of the message. Delete irrelevant words and rambling sentences. Don't repeat the words said before. Sometimes the people try to say the words again and again. So this is not the sign. Avoid long introduction, unnecessary explanation, excessive adjectives. Okay. So these all are actually causing to spoil your sentences or your message. Do the word tactfully and concisely. Tactfully and concisely. Okay. So if you perceive your sentence, if you perceive your message, it can be very good to you and for everyone. And the last thing is called omit outdated trite expressions. If you think when your expression will impress him or her, so that's not good. Okay. Outdated means फजूल जो कि बिल्कुल बेकार है या बिल्कुल फरसुदा हो गई है. So you will have to omit them. हटा दो इन सब चीजों को. Fine. Bring new impressions. Bring good impressions. Okay. After that, consideration your attitude. The word consideration, that's third C in 7 C's. And today we will learn the word consideration. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपका मैसेज कोई शख्स सुने, what will you do? You will appreciate yourself? You will admire yourself? No. If you give respect to the others, if you give respect to Mr. You, it means you are giving the consideration word. You are giving good sign. So what is Mr. You or what is you attitude? Prepare to put yourself in the reader's place. If the writer has not put any reader in his place, it means he will not be able to write good word or good message. What to do? Give respect to Mr. You. Okay? Think that you are the reader. Think that you are the person who is reading the message. Will you follow a long message? Will you follow if the writer is just praising himself? Will the reader start reading? Will the reader, get impressed by his reading? No. You give respect to Mr. You. Now let's see that how. There are some cautions that don't lose your temper when you are giving message. So don't lose your temper. Suppose if the receiver is not listening to you, or if the receiver is not giving you his good impression, if the receiver is not giving you good signs. So what would you do? Don't lose your temper. गुस्से में मत. Number two, don't accuse the receiver. कभी भी रिसीवर को जो है इल्ज़ाम मत दे, उनकी तारीफ करें या ऐसी बातें करें कि रिसीवर जो है वो इम्प्रेस हो. रिसीवर पे इल्ज़ाम देने का मतलब है कि आपने रिसीवर को खो दिया. So that's why don't accuse the receiver. Number third, don't charge the receiver without knowing facts. Once again, charge the same. अगर आपको facts का पता नहीं है, आपने रिसीवर पे बिला वजह इल्ज़ाम लगा दिया, बिला वजह कुछ कह दिया, बिला वजह अपने गुस्सा कर दिया, तो it will not give good. Handle the matter from the receiver point of view. जब आपको लगता है कि हर एक शख्स दुनिया में एक जैसा नहीं है, तो आपको हर शख्स के मुताबिक चलना चाहिए. सही, तो उसमें करना क्या है? But handle the matter from the receiver's point of view. If you are taking the matter from your own point of view, it means कि आपका मैसेज जो है वो शायद डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाए, क्योंकि हर एक शख्स चाहते हैं कि दुनिया मेरी तरह से चले, तो आपको रिसीवर की तरह बनना पड़ेगा. तो मैं एक तरह से मिसाल ले लेता हूँ कि कार्टून्स जो हैं वो बच्चे देखते हैं, तो अगर आप कार्टून्स को ऐसे बनाए, बोरिंग कार्टून बनाए, so no child will watch it. Why? Because उसमें उनको कोई फायदा नहीं. So that's why if you are giving the benefits of Mr. You, they will sit and enjoy the reading, they will sit and enjoy the listening. Fine. उसके बाद हमारे पास इंटरेक्शन में बात करते हैं कि फोकस ऑन यू इंस्टेड ऑफ आई एंड वी. अगर मैं अपनी या हमारी तारीफ शुरू कर दूँ तो ये नहीं होगा. आपको मिस्टर यू की तारीफ करनी है, मिस्टर यू के बारे फायदे के बारे में बात करनी है. ओके. So number two, you attitude focus on audience oriented message because it benefits them. आपको पता होगा कि वेल यू एटीट्यूड बड़ा बेहतरीन एटीट्यूड है, क्योंकि जब मिस्टर यू का मतलब है कि जितने भी ऑडियंस बैठे हैं वो सब आपके मिस्टर यू है. ठीक है, अगर आप उनके बेनिफिट्स के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, तो दे विल सिट, दे विल एंजॉय, दे विल सिट एंड दे आर गिविंग देयर टाइम. वो अपना प्रीशियस टाइम दे रहे हैं आपको, तो आप उनके फायदे की बात कर रहे हैं. डोंट एग्जैजरेट योर आइडियाज, बट रिस्पेक्ट द आइडियाज ऑफ द ऑडियंस. आइडियाज को एग्जैजरेट मत करें, बढ़ा चढ़ा कर मत बोले, लेकिन ऑडियंस के मुताबिक बोले, ऑडियंस के रिस्पेक्ट के मुताबिक बोले. नंबर फोर, यू एटीट्यूड ऑलवेज ब्रिंग द डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट. जब आप यू एटीट्यूड की बात करते हैं, यू के फायदे की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें फायदा आपका होगा ऑटोमेटिकली, लेकिन आपको डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. सो नंबर फोर, जैसे कि हमारे पास एक एग्जांपल है वी एटीट्यूड की. आई एम डिलाइटेड दैट वी विल इजीली शॉप बाय एक्सटेंडिंग आवर्स. ठीक है. और यू एटीट्यूड में अगर हम बात करें, यू विल बी एबल टू शॉप लेट इवनिंग विद एक्सटेंडिंग आवर्स. सही, तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास ये बातें जो हैं कि हम यू में हमने जो बात की, हालांकि हम सब शॉपिंग कर रहे हैं, हम खुद जो है कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जब मैंने यू की बात की तो उसको ज़्यादा बेहतर नहीं. You have these two examples you can read, okay, with after this program. Okay, now the third is concreteness. What is concreteness? Pukhtugi, strongness. Okay, when you are giving your message, suppose you are discussing with someone, but you don't know that what you are discussing is right or wrong, so it is not called concrete message. If you think that you have definite words, specific words, vivid words, okay, you are not, you if you're unsure about the words, so that would not be called concreteness. But if you have definite, specific, vivid words, it means that is called concreteness. Use direct explicit sounds by denotative rather than connotative. What is the word denotative and what is the word connotative? You know very well the word denotative has been derived from dictionary, means dictionary based meaning. We, what we do when we read or when we convey a message, so we try to give strong words. What are strong words? Which are taken from the dictionary, which have same meaning in the dictionary. Okay, so denotative words dictionary based meaning, और ये strong words कहलाते हैं, ये concreteness चाहिए. This connotative means the words which you speak in your street, the words which are spoken, in it everywhere. So that time, those words are not called concrete words, specific words, strong words. So that's why these ideas will not be suggested to be said. Okay, तो इसीलिए डेनोटेटिव वर्ड्स को जाना है जिनकी एक ही मीनिंग हो, बेहतरीन मीनिंग हो। तो हमें उन मतलब पे नहीं जाना जो वर्ड्स हमारे पास नहीं है। ओके, then misunderstanding of words produce tragedies. That's why bring concreteness in your sentence. Misunderstanding of words मतलब क्या है? Suppose you are giving words or you are saying some words, but your words um, are usable. Your words have brought you tragedies. How? Because you have misunderstood and you have brought you some words which were spoken misunderstanding, with misunderstanding. So the what we do, ये जो words हैं ये concrete system ठीक है। तो इसीलिए मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग का मतलब क्या है कि अगर आपको गुफ्तगू चलानी है, कोई भी ऐसी बात जो कि आपको लगता है कि ऐसी हो गई कि मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग से आपने बात कर दी थी, तो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गया आपके दरमियान बातों में, फिर ऐसे पास करके तो फिर बिजनेस प्रोफेशनल यूज कंक्रीट फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स। बिल्कुल सही है। 2 into 4 होते हैं हमें पता है। देखिए अगर 2 into 5 करें तो वेल अब बिजनेस पीपल को आपको ये करके दिखाना है कि कौन सी फॉर्म से हुआ। तो कंक्रीटनेस में जिसमें फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर में बात करनी है, कभी भी उड़ती उड़ाती बातें हमें नहीं करनी। ऑब्वियसली बात इज ऑन वर्ड्स। उसके बाद हमारे पास जो है इसमें कंक्रीटनेस के कुछ मिसालें हैं कि इसके क्वेश्चंस में आते हैं कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन में। यूज स्पेसिफिक फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर। मैं आपको भी बता दी कि यूज स्पेसिफिक फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर क्या है। ठीक है, वैग सेंटेंसेस जैसे कि पाकिस्तानी टीम विन द मैच। ठीक है, लेकिन कौन सी टीम ने जीता नहीं पता। अगर कंक्रीट वर्ड्स में ये है कि पाकिस्तानी क्रिकेट टीम वन द मैच इन 1992। ठीक है, ये मैच जीता था, वन द वर्ल्ड कप इन 1992। तो हमें पता चलिए कि हाँ उसको आई हैव कॉल्ड यू सेवरल टाइम्स। ठीक है, आई हैव कॉल्ड यू सेवरल टाइम्स। अब आपको नहीं लग रहा कि ये क्या है। अगर मैंने कहा कि कितनी बार किया, मेरे मोबाइल में सेवरल टाइम्स नहीं है, तो कंक्रीट से जैसे आई हैव कॉल्ड यू ऑन योर मोबाइल ट्वाइस। ठीक है, 2 बार मैंने आपको कॉल की। So it means actually if you see that while yeah dialing message को तो जो है वो 2 बार कॉल से thousands people died of corona। सही, लेकिन अब नहीं पता थाउजेंड के पीरियड कितने थाउजेंड थे। तो आपने पूरी फिगर दे दी कि 2500 people died of corona previous month। तो इस तरह से आपकी पूरी बातें जो है सही तरीके से लानी है। ये कंक्रीटनेस की मिसालें हैं। आई होप यू गॉट दिस वर्ड। उसके बाद put action in your words and choose vivid image words। यूज एक्टिव वॉइस। जब आप एक्टिव वॉइस इस्तेमाल करते हैं तो एक्टिव वॉइस पैसिव वॉइस से ज़्यादा बेटर, बिकॉज यू नो वेरी वेल दैट हु इज एक्चुअली सेइंग, कौन बातें कर रहा है। ठीक है, तो एक्टिव वॉइस बेटर है। पैसिव वॉइस में क्योंकि सब्जेक्ट की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, जैसे कि जो है थोड़ा सा इमेज पता चला जाता है कि किसने क्या क्या काम किया। ठीक है, so put action in your words rather than in nouns or imperatives। जब आप एक्शन वर्ड इस्तेमाल करते हैं, ठीक है, तो वो ज़्यादा बेहतर होते हैं बजाय नाउन या इम्पेरेटिव के। ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हैव बीन स्टार्टेड बाय BBSULK। तो ये एक अच्छी इमेज है कि हाँ स्टार्ट की गई है। तो आपको लगेगा कि ये विविड इमेजेस है, ये हमें समझ नहीं आ रही। लेकिन इसको मैं इसलिए कहूँ मिसाल को, BBSULK हैव स्टार्टेड क्लास। अब मैंने जो कहा कि ऑनलाइन क्लास हैव बीन स्टार्टेड, मैंने BBSULK नहीं कहा। सो कहाँ स्टार्ट की गई, कहाँ किस जगह पे स्टार्ट की गई, तो आपको प्रॉब्लम है। तो अगर मैंने कहा BBSULK हैव स्टार्टेड ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, इट मीन्स दैट नाउ यू आर on yes you are using concrete sentence, fine। तो अब choose vivid image building words। जहाँ पर मेरे पास ये सेंटेंस है इसको देख लेते हैं। use a specific sensory appeals, comparisons, figurative language, concrete nouns and well chosen adjectives and adverbs। खैर फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज में पढ़ा चुका हूँ। स्पेसिफिक और सेंसरी अपील्स मतलब कि आपको बिल्कुल जब अपील भी कहें तो बिल्कुल जो है वो पुख्ता अपील करनी है। ठीक है, तो आपके जितने भी वर्ड्स हैं, विविड इमेज आपको बनाए तो आपके वर्ड्स बेहतर होने चाहिए। सही, तो बिल्कुल बेहतरीन इस्तेमाल वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल करते हैं, अच्छी तरीके से आप कोट्स करते हैं। एडवर्ब्स का एडजेक्टिव का आपको सही इस्तेमाल आता है, सो इट मीन दैट वेल आपकी इमेज सही बनेगी राइटिंग के अंदर। प्लान इमेज नहीं करना। जैसे सपोज एक जुमला के पास दिस इज अ लॉन्ग रूट, ठीक है, तो ये सही नहीं है। अगर उसको मोर विविड करना है, because this route is 3 times as long as you said it would be। जितना आपने कहा था ये तो उससे 3 गुना ज़्यादा बढ़कर ये रूट। सो ये कंक्रीट सेंटेंस में आ सकता है। आई होप दैट व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग completeness by this example. Okay, उसके बाद हमारे पास जो new है वो है clarity. What is clarity? Clarity की अगर मैं बात करूँ कि clarity क्या है? So what is clarity? बिल्कुल साफ साफ activities को. It means if you are clear in with your words, if you're clear with your message, nothing is hidden, nothing is, spoken. Yes, nothing is spoken lie. Okay, किसी चीज को जो झूठ नहीं बोला गया, हर एक चीज बिल्कुल सही से लिखी हो रही है, बेहतर तरीके से बताई जा रही है. From sender to message, from sender to receiver. If you are giving clear message, so it will be called clarity. अब clarity में जब मैं मजीद बात करूँ तो क्या है? Yes, when you are using clarity, it means that from the sender's head to the receiver's head, your message should be spoken or understood accurately. It is not simple, but it's not impossible. Everything is possible because you can do it. But you need, so many, yes, you need to try a lot. Just like everything has its own unique